Welcome to Senior's Last Word. Today, we turn the shift to whether football must move on from Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. For 2 decades, I'll call those 2 eras, it's been all about Messi, Ronaldo. And there's no question, they were the principal footballers. Footballers you can't match. The best, not just in their generation, but probably now among the very best ever in football. But football is just like any other profession. It's just like any other job. You can't outlive your time. You can't turn back the clock. And today I ask the question, could it be the time for us to move on? We can't turn back the clock on either Ronaldo or Messi. And it's time for us to focus on the new generation footballers. Footballers that are going to take football into the future. New heroes, new superstars. They may never get to the level of Messi and Ronaldo, but it's time to look at football in a fresh way. So this video is inspired by the performances of these 2 stars this season. A far different season from the last 15 seasons that these 2 have shown us what they are, what they're capable of. Let's not forget, it's always been about numbers when talking about Messi and Ronaldo. They are a lot, of course, better than that. They offer a lot more, especially Messi. But it's been numbers. The Ballon d'Ors, the awards they've got. It's always been about statistics. And numbers don't lie. These guys have been incredible. But look at 2021-22 season. Both somehow changing clubs. People always asked, what will happen if Messi left Barcelona and went somewhere else? It happened, finally. He's at PSG. 13 games later, in the league, he scored just 2 goals. That statistic, if you were to ever see it anywhere until this season, you'd never believe that is the Lionel Messi we know, the 7-time Ballon d'Or winner. Ronaldo, 2021-22 season, unbelievable. 8 goals in 19 matches. 8 goals. Now, to understand what is happening between those 2 players, you cannot look at the 2021-22 season in isolation of last season, maybe the season before, and 3 seasons ago, because it's always about context. Before you say where these 2 players are gone, you've got to see what is the difference between this season and the performances of their most recent seasons. Only then can you tell for sure that something is happening. And from me, I can tell you that definitely something has happened. The clock cannot turn back. Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo are finished as the premier footballers. It's their time to move on. Just last season, if I talk Messi, he scored 30 goals, provided 9 assists at Barcelona. A season before that, that is the 2019-20 season, he scored 25 goals and an incredible 21 assists in the league. And 3 seasons ago, he just scored 36 goals for Barcelona. Incredible. Cristiano Ronaldo at Juventus, where he was 4 seasons. Last season, he scored 29 goals. A season before that, he scored 31 goals. And 3 seasons before, 21 goals. This is the time when Cristiano Ronaldo was, 33, 34, 35. He joins Man U when he's 36. So in his 30s, he was still doing 25, 20, 30 goal stats. Messi as well. In his early 30s, that's what he was doing. 30 goals on average per season in the league. And then, just like that, by sheer coincidence, both of them, when they move to their probably final destinations, they can't score. Messi scoring 2 goals in 13 matches. Ronaldo scoring 8 goals in 19 games for Man U. And yet, something else is odd, because just last season, in 2021, Lionel Messi scored the highest number of goals for Argentina in one calendar year. 9 in all. He had never scored 9 goals in a calendar year for his national team. But 2021, he does that. When he's how old? 33. Cristiano Ronaldo in 2021 scores 11 goals last year for Portugal. It is the second highest goals turn up for him for Portugal in a calendar year. Did you see where I'm coming from? Just when the goals are going to start drying up in club football for them, they score the highest total for their national teams in the calendar year. Still round about the same age. So we can talk about them. One is 37, that is Ronaldo. The other is 34, that is Messi. We can cite age as an explanation for their 2021-22 season, the drying up of goals. But just last year, a year ago, they were scoring their record number in a calendar year for the national team. What's the difference? Isn't it becoming clear for you? For the national team, they don't play week in and out. They're calling time on their careers. They're extra motivated to give it one last chance. Some games come in the space of 2 months, weeks, sometimes even months in the qualifiers for World Cup, Copa America and all. In the end, when they are fit, when they are fresh, as it is when they are playing for the national team, Messi scores his highest number in a calendar year at 33. Ronaldo at 36, legs fresh, probably giving it one more time, he scores the second highest total in a calendar year for Portugal. That has something to do with their body conditioning at the moment. Can we say that the circumstances for Ronaldo at Man U this season are different from the circumstances of Messi at PSG this season? What I'm talking about today is that it has nothing to do with circumstances, as a lot of people are arguing. Forget the talk that Messi is at PSG, different style, different players have refused to take to him. People are even citing problems in the dressing room. They're citing the fact that there are other superstars at PSG, which is also true. And they're saying because of that, Messi is not used not to be the main man, but he's always the main man because the world's #1 player. People are saying that plus the conditioning, the new environment and all, and therefore PSG plays different football, and therefore he doesn't score as much. Wrong. Others are making the same claim for Ronaldo. They're claiming that Ronaldo has come to Man U, he found the club disorganized, not good enough, the different coaches, different tactics, and they're not up to the game, the Premier League is much tighter, blah, 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 and therefore Cristiano Ronaldo is not as efficient as it should be. Wrong! Is the football as Juventus, where he still averaged 29, 30 goals per season for the 4 seasons he's played there? Is it easier than the football in the Premier League? Certainly not. But he did Bring the numbers. Had he spent enough time with Juventus for him to go and straight away be the top scorer for 2 successive seasons? Had he spent enough time at Juventus? Was he used to their football right from Real Madrid? Wrong, he wasn't. So what's the difference? Why are these 2 players not scoring the goals? And don't even ask me why I'm focusing on the goals and the scores and the assists. I have told you, with Ronaldo and Messi, their entire career has been about numbers. It's the numbers, it's the numbers, it's the numbers. Incredible, out of this world, machine-like numbers. That's why they've been incredible. That's why they're in a class of their own. So when I use 2021-22 and use numbers to make the conclusion that they are finished, please believe me. Don't excuse the numbers this season, because that's what they're about, these 2 players. What am I telling you? The difference between last season's performances for both and this season's performance is too far, too big. That drop in numbers is too big for that to be a coincidence. The body is saying something else. Maybe it's time for us, the fans, the pundits, the writers, everyone involved in football, to accept that every footballer has time on their careers being called out. Not that they're not useful, not that they're not probably even going to improve at PSG, where Messi is, and at Man U, where Ronaldo is. No. The message from me today is, it's time to move on from Messi and Ronaldo. It's time to look at them just as 2 players who are part of a squad, a team. Let's stop pulling them out and marking them out as either the reason for the success of PSG or failure, or the success of Man U or failure. Right now, I want to submit that Messi and Ronaldo are playing football because it's the only thing they know. Nothing else. Super rich, the richest footballers ever. Look at Cristiano Ronaldo's wealth. Can't he really move on? He can. Can he move on? He can't. It's the problem with football. When footballers play this game, they just can't walk away. In their heads, Messi can't imagine waking up one day and the focus is on some new player. They are so used to being number 1, so used to being the brands out there, to being the ones talked about, that they can't imagine that stop being a case. Ronaldo, you think he can go and change careers or do something else? He still wants to be Cristiano Ronaldo. Unfortunately, time has come when they must accept, no, it can't be. Now, the question who of the 2 is better is another day. That debate might not end. Yes, again, using numbers, Messi 7 Ballon d'Ors, or probably, is it 8? You can correct me. The point is, the 2 world's greatest players of the last 2 decades are out. They can't be better than they are right now. It's not that their quality has shrunk, no. It is that their relevance in modern day football has gone. Cristiano Ronaldo, relevance to Man U, forget it. The suffering you are seeing is natural. It's a natural consequence. Lionel Messi, at this stage, some are accusing him of walking on the pitch, of not pushing himself enough, of not working too hard. But when has Messi worked too hard in his career? It's his style. Yes, it's worse now because at his age, the body has given way. He can't put in extra. So he'll still the same. If he doesn't have the ball at feet, he won't go the extra mile to win it. He's never been a ball winner. Maybe when he was younger. Ronaldo, if he doesn't have the ball, he will walk on. The 2 just walk on the pitch until the ball comes their way. We've seen Cristiano Ronaldo trying too hard to be part of the game and to influence. What has happened? These days, he gets yellow cards out of the blue. For what? For poor fouls, bad tackling. We've seen him becoming moody. We've seen his temperament change. That's what happens. He still thinks he's a football god. he is no longer. He can't afford that. He still thinks that at Man U, he is the man. He's not the man. Is the Man U coach right to put him on the bench as he's been doing lately? Yes, 100%. He's being blamed for doing that, but the coach is 100% right. If you want to build Man U today, you don't build it around Cristiano Ronaldo. You use Cristiano Ronaldo as a figurehead, as an elder. Is it why he came to Man U? The disappointment is unfortunately no. When he came to Man U, unfortunately, they thought he was going to be the one to spearhead the new revolution and the resurgence of football at Man U. Wrong. And that's the mistake that Man U made. Bringing Ronaldo as the savior, as the man around whom the new Man U is going to be built. That was the problem. Now, to sort it, you either have to cut his tail short at the risk of whatever backfire from the fans, but that's the reality of football. Or you keep him for the next 2 years as his contract says, and Man U, you will continue to be the way you are. It's easier for Messi. He could cut short his tail, life will be the same. He could still play out his 2 years, life will still be the same. The question for football is, at what point do we all say it's done for Messi? At what point? Ronaldo, 37, Messi, 34. Is it the end of not just an era, but 2 eras? Are we calling time on the clock? Can we turn back the clock on Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi? I say no. So before I end this video, from me, let's change the way we judge Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. There is no debate about who they are in football, legends. The question of whether one or both of them are the greatest ever is a different discussion. But for football today as it stands, for clubs, PSG, at the risk of losing their best player right now, Kylian Mbappe, are they possibly losing Mbappe because Messi is at the club? It would be foolhardy to think so because Messi is gone. Are they right to consider selling Mbappe if it's true that Real Madrid are hell-bent on signing him? It's out of their hands. The easier situation is with Man U, with all the emotional and sentimental attachments to the decision. If I were Man U, I would cut my losses. I would do the unthinkable, and in the summer, I face up to Ronaldo and say, thank you very much. You got one more chance to come and play for the club that you love. Thank you. But I think it's time to move on, because really it's time to move on. So as we go in the weekend, following that draw yesterday, Man U, Burnley, bottom placed, 1-1. Cristiano Ronaldo coming off the bench. Another disappointment. Weekend coming up. Premier League season back on again. European season, Major Leagues back on again. What should be our expectations of Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi? We shouldn't have any. Should be too critical of the two? Not from me, no, we shouldn't. What we should do now and going forward, it doesn't matter what club you support, let's look for new superstars. Let's look for new names to carry football forward. New idols, new models, because the players are there. There's no question. As these ones go, the guy now to focus on is Kylian Mbappe. He's got everything you're looking for in stardom. Everything. Maybe it's Kylian Mbappe who now should be the new name in football. Not yet won the Ballon d'Or the way these two have done it and turned it on their own. But do you really think by now Kylian Mbappe wouldn't have won the Ballon d'Or by now? Surely? I think no, it's wrong. He should have by now won the Baton d'Or. 20, 21, 22? I don't know what you think. I personally think by now, this guy should have been the world's number one. He's got everything. The stats which Messi and Ronaldo have, the quality which the two have. The difference though is Mbappe combines Messi's elements with Cristiano Ronaldo's elements. He's still young, he's an exciting player, no longer a prospect, a truly world-class player. Big, he's marketable, super confident. Sometimes actually, he even comes off as arrogant, rightly so. Flamboyant, everything you need in a superstar. Kylian Mbappe deserves to be the new leading footballer in world football. He must be the player we now all shift our attentions to, because football, the way it is, needs a star, needs a superstar, needs something to build around, needs someone around whom all the prospective superstars can look to and admire. Someone who should be the new magnet for not just the writers, the pundits, the fans, but for commercialization as well, a new brand. I think Kylian Mbappe has taken too long to be that. And the reason is because unfairly, the presence of Messi and Ronaldo at the top, even at their age, even when they're not good enough, I think their brands have been too strong. They've been around far too long. It's been influencing voters, influencing marketers, influencing companies who are looking for brands, fresh brands to market their products. It's Kylian Mbappe's time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's accept that we can't turn back the clock on Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. From me, today, that's my last word. See you next time.